What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we bring you another matchup of Lugia and Lost Box Rayquaza, if I'm correct. Sorry if I keep uploading almost the same videos on and on, but do not worry, that will change with the new set coming up, I think at the end of the month. And also I will go ahead and try to do more content for Pokemon Unite, so since it's Pokemon related, just to give it a try, keep playing. I put some videos on it before this, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the action in versus Oviedo. And then as you can see, the chubby guy on your left is me, and the other guy is on the right playing Lugia. Very good player, also pretty good sick playmat. Gonna go ahead and discard a Sableye, getting started getting those confies ready to go. Hopefully we have a way to retreat the active Raikou, and also it's not good to start with it. I will say, eventually your opponent is going to realize that you're playing a lightning Pokemon that spread damage, so they're gonna just bench. Oh well, there's the retreated thingamajiggy. Flower selecting, we need that Manaphy, so putting one in the Lost Zone and one Manaphy in the hand is actually pretty good, because every Lugia player plays Raikou, and then we're just gonna go ahead and pass. Really a bad start from me, even if I would have decided to go second, it would have been pretty rough for me. But my opponent here getting started, look at that, never fails. Ultra Ball, 2 Archeops hitting the bench, getting that Lugia into the discard pile. Ultra Ball getting Lugia hitting the bench, and now all he needs is a secondary Lugia, so that way he has 2 as a backup shenanigans. I could just easily boss, not that I have it at the moment, because I'll need to, first of all, I need 7 cards in the Lost Zone in order for me to use Gate and Accelerate and spread damage. And my opponent here playing Irida, getting that Luminium for next turn and quick balling probably another Archeops. No, Thornton is also pretty good, because if that Charizard, if you have a Lugia in the discard pile and that Charizard you want it not to be a Charizard, you can just use Thornton and then play it. And if it was there the turn before, so if it's like your second turn and that Charizard is still there, you can evolve it, accelerate a bunch of energies, and just smack your opponent. Also, if you use your Drapion against Mew and then you attack Mew player, and then that Mew player does not put that card in the Lost Zone and then it gets discarded, you can just Thornton it back and win the game. But look at that, Cold Rest in hand, I think so, but since we were going first we couldn't use it. And now look at all those VIP passes in hand. Only one, but still pretty rough. We need the energy and the switch, but no, we're gonna get rid of that fighting energy, which is not quite good because we haven't looked through the deck to see what we have and what we don't. Another VIP pass hitting the Lost Zone, which is pretty good, but we do not have, we have that, we can continue like spamming it, but we kind of need another. Looking back at the gameplay, I would have put back the lightning, since we played 3 of it and not the grass, because I do not know what the heck we are playing. But I'm just gonna go ahead and feed this Luminion, this Manaphy. But no, Jinx, we're gonna keep playing, keep putting cards in the Lost Zone here, and just see if we can do some cool stuff, cool beans. And we're gonna go ahead and put the Zigzagoon, and I think that's pretty much it. We can't do much. And now energy attachment per turn into this Raikou, and then for next turn hopefully we can just play Cold Risk, get ourselves a Gate, and then use it, because we didn't even draw a secondary Comfy, a Cramorant, so we're not doing we're not doing absolutely nothing, because it would have been awesome if we could just spit innocently into this Charizard to hit it for 110, and then your opponent will be forced to either attach a bunch of energies in it so it can attack, or retreat, which I think if he retreats, he spends like 3 or 4 retreat costs, so I think he will be obligated or forced to attack with it, but we can just boss something else. I think that in this list I didn't add the boss, so we're not playing boss in this one. Yes, very, very risky. But at the same time, it doesn't matter, you know, because we're spreading damage like crazy. And as you can see here, my opponent is going to accelerate 3 energies into the Charizard. And let's see what else he does. Looks like he's going to commit to this Charizard. So this confidence will be going down. The good thing is that my opponent attach 4 energies. In theory, it'll be 5. But it's kind of cool that he did, because for next turn he will have to retreat, discard like 3, and then, you know, so it's pretty good. Ooh, he's going for the Raikou, so no, we're not going to be able to spread damage anytime soon. So let's see here. But we have the Rayquaza. I still look at it, another flower selecting that is going super well. Another VP in the Lost Zone, and then we have 1 gate, but I don't think it's enough. We kind of need another energy, because the 2 energies that we have there, the 3 energies that we have there are completely useless. So not quite good. And we don't have a second Mirage Gate to, I think we don't. But now we're gonna see if we have another fighting energy. Oof, that's pretty good. So we have an extra lightning, an extra grass, and a psychic also in hand, and I think a metal also. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Too bad we don't have a Raihan, because if we but this one, it's actually pretty tricky, because you want to bait your opponent into the escape rope, but at the same time you have to guarantee yourself a Cramorant, and by the looks of it, I think, yeah, put those 2 the 4th VAP into the Lost Zone and the secondary Manaphy. Now we have another Comfy we can also play a little bit with, and just thinking there, what do I play first, what do I not? And there, that's gonna get us the, there it is, yeah, you know, seeing is believing. And now the thing is that if my opponent gives me the Archeops or gives me the Dunsparce, I promote the Cramorant and spit and take 1 knockout. But if he gives me the Lugia, which I think he won't, obviously, you want to keep that safe, then we hit with the, well, I guess we can't, because we don't have the lightning energy, but hopefully, well, we're just gonna hit this Charizard. You know, like me thinking here, you already commit like 4-5 energies technically into the Charizard. Now you have to retreat into the Charizard, discarding 3 energies, or 2 if you look at it from my perspective. And yes, I only have 4 cards. Now we need to see what my opponent will do, because it's not looking good for us. My opponent is already 1 prize card ahead, and I'm just here. Another thing there, that I would have used the Archeops to accelerate energies into the Lugia. So that way I don't draw into a bunch of energies. Because at this moment he will need a switch. I mean, on my list I play a switch. On other players' list they play Bird Keeper. But he already uses a border, so I don't think he will be using that. Now let's see. Let's see what my opponent decides to do here. Yep, and there it is. Another ability, Archeop's ability to accelerate energies to... And also the good thing is that my opponent already uses supporter, so this Rayquaza in the bench is not going to be in a threat, you could say. Because even if he managed to get his version, his Raikou, my bench is protected by my Manaphy. One is in the lost zone, which is kind of tricky because he can also target it. And if he has all the correct cards in hand, also some players play Canceling Cologne, so he can potentially play Boss's Orders, Canceling Cologne, 120, 120. So that's another thing that you can do to spread damage and take a couple of knockouts on your loss. And there it is. Speaking of the Raikou, he has it in hand. So, so he's going to try to look for the correct opportunity to go ahead and spread damage. I mean, that's if my opponent is playing the Canceling Cologne. If he's not playing it, then that will be a different story. And Tempest died for the knockout, taking his second prize here. Now we have to debate or to decide whether or not what we do here. Ooh, and we draw another Cramorant. Flower selecting, let's see what it gets. It gives us a Raihan and also a Greninja. Greninja is also pretty good, but Raihan guarantee us the knockout on this Lugia. Because what we can do here is use the Raihan, accelerate the lightning energy into the Rayquaza, and then potentially get like a switching card or an extra scoop up net potentially. So hopefully, yeah, we're making the correct play here. So now let's see if we have that last switch option, because we have Escape Rope, that's a switch option, but we kind of want to take the knockout here on this big boy. So, and there it is, Raihan into the Ray, and there it is, we got a scoop up. And also energy attachment per turn will guarantee us the knockout here, because only with 3 energies you're doing 240 if I'm correct. But with the other one, you could be potentially doing 320 or 310. You can see me there counting with my fingers, doing some mathematical equations before we submit the KO. And there it is. Ka-chow. And we're going for head in 310 if I'm correct, or 320. For the knockout on this Lugia. Taking 2 prizes, now we are ahead on prizes here, and all we need is Ordinary Rod, so we can put the Sableye back into the deck and potentially bring it back, use a Quick Ball, bench it, energy, and then do 60 damage into the Dunsparce and 60 into the Charizard. But I think the Charizard has the heat energy, so that won't it won't be like a straight knockout into it, because it has, the Charizard has 160 plus 150 if I'm correct. I don't know, I could be wrong, but with the heat energy I think it goes up to 160 or 180, something like that. I don't have the card here with me. I have a mess of cards in here in my desk, but not the card that I need. Well, I mean, I had the backpack there, so we could check potentially later. And ooh, he doesn't have the powerful energies. I think though all of those 4 are Auroras, if I'm correct. No. Okay, energy attachment, the Aurora, so I think that's the 3rd Aurora. Man, I can't... No, I think he has 3 powerful energies there. But I think even with the Man, I think with all 4 or with 3, you still don't get the knockout. Because if you do 40 base force, 4, 6, 8, will be 100. Yeah, he will need the 4th one in order to do 120 and then take an extra price, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. Like I said, he could have 2 Auroras. So no, he's using the 200 attack. So he doesn't have enough for double dip Fang, if I'm correct. Here's the tricky part. Now, what do we do here? There it is, 2 cards that we essentially need, the Cold Rest and the Ordinary Rod. But I think we need to prioritize the Rod, if I'm correct. If you feel my beans. Yeah, that Cold Rest will go ahead and there. And I think we already have 10 cards in the lock zone, so Sableye is ready to go. And also, he has the mana fee, so it's no reason to grab the Raikou back in. But we're not going to prioritize the Rayquaza, I think, because we might have another one in the deck, if I'm correct. But we're gonna put those energies back, you know, just in case. Because right now, I think we have energies. So we can potentially do 110 into this big guy here. Because I don't want to, yeah. Because if we play the escape rope, you know, it's just trying to feed, to just draw more cards with the flower selection, and try to see if I can get something Gucci. But unfortunately. And again, 2 cards that will be useful in this matchup because we can use Rod again, but we're not going for that route. Oh, of course, we have another Rayquaza in hand, so that's why we didn't grab the other one. Okay, now the thing is, we can attach, take another knockout here with the Cramorant, so that will be good. Hopefully we get something awesome out of the prizes, and we get another gate, if I'm correct. Now that this, and also my opponent does not have enough powerful energies so he can do double dip. I think he has 2 Auroras and 2 powerfuls, if I'm correct. So he's only doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Cuadros, 6, yeah. So he's only doing 80, but he can do boss, one of the 2 guys, and you know. But the good thing about this is that he is taking damage left and right. Now we top deck Raihan, which is going to be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. We will put in another Comfy. What is that card? And a Lightning Energy. So that's also pretty awesome. Now we have to check if we have another switch card in the deck. Because if we don't, it's gonna be a problem. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 energies in the discard pile. Hopefully we have a 5th one, which we don't. I do not know why I'm only grabbing 3, to be honest. And do not know. Oh well, yeah, to sequence it. Yeah, that's why. And then we do not have another, but I think there's no problem at this point. Want to know why? Because we can gate 1 into the Comfy, 1 into the Rayquaza, and then use the other gate to you know, like retreat, take 2 more prizes, and then potentially at the end Sableye for the knockout. That could be something that we can do. And then, like I said, gate here, we do not need the steel. There it is. Do not know why I'm shuffling, because I need the lightning one. Oh, we got energy attachment per turn. Silly me, again. You know. But there it is, attachment per turn, and Now I think it's time to bring the Sableye back. Before we do that, well, we should have done the whatchamacallit, the rod to put the Sableye back in, because now we are in a kind of a weird spot, because if he also plays another card that Lugia players are adding into the deck is Roxanne, that card can put us in a bit of a pickles, you know. But no, he grabs Judge, which I think is also very you know, awful card, if you know what I'm saying. There it is, thinning the hand. Yes, he's putting the Arceus back in the hand. Never mind, he's discarding it. So yeah, but first of all, he's doing thinning because thinning is winning, and then potentially playing the Judge. And now we just have to pray and see if we draw all the cards that we need. Because right now, all we need is a Sableye and energy. Sableye energy, and then 120 into the Zard, taking our last two prizes, and then we should be crowned champions. Holy cow! 4 energies out of the Judge. That, my friend, is disgusting. But we top deck Colress, right? Is that a Colress? That better be a Colress. I'm just gonna go ahead. I think it is. Yeah, it is a Colress. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Thinning there, and now we're gonna be playing the Colress. Hallelujah! So that Judge actually was not that bad. You know, Comfy came in clutch. SQ is going to the discard pile. That quick ball I needed. I kind of need it now because I need to get for potentially the Sableye. Because I think one is in the discard pile and one is in the lost zone. Yeah, it is. Well, we're gonna get Guru. Hopefully, with the Guru, man, it's looking rough. Oh no, we have it in hand. Probably we put it. Oh, that's awesome. Mestizo. That's what you call it. That's pretty bad, but hopefully there we got more. But we have, I think we brought it back in. So yeah, now putting 1 energy into the Comfy, 1 energy into the Sableye, and then lost mine for 120 into the Zard and taking it up. So we take game 1 here, barely, because that Judge was extremely painful to just draw 4 energies, shuffle the deck, and draw 4 energies. It's disgusting. So that Judge was super good from my opponent, from like my opponent disruption. But at the same time, it was like kind of weird. And also, I kind of sequenced my gameplay here, because now I looked at it, and if you can see, Gonzalo is on the other side of the table. He's looking at my play, and he's like, "Why are you sequencing this and that?" I'm like, "Dude, it doesn't matter. I still got the dub, barely, but I did it." So I think the first rod that we used, we put the Sableye back in, if I'm correct. And then just shoo. It was a good thing that we draw in, like, flower selecting into the Colress, got the Colress, and then Colress 5, and we got the last gate, the quick ball. If we didn't draw into it, you know. And starting here with Manaphy, Jesus Christ, no Comfies, no Battle VIP. This guy has the, oh well, we have a VIP pass there, so not punish at all. My opponent going first, capturing energy, probably getting himself a Lugia. You know the drill, getting those Lugias up and running and fast. And from my end, on my turn, what I need to do is hopefully draw into a Colress, top deck like a Colress. Don't know what it is. No, Lightning Energy. So we can get ourselves Green Ninja and Comfy. Because Green Ninja, why? Because we can draw more cards. And then Comfy, you know, we have the air balloon into this Manaphy. So potentially we can air balloon Manaphy, retreat Comfy. I think we also have a, no, we do not have scoop up net in, well, now we do, but now we can scoop up either the Manaphy or the Comfy. I think we should put the air balloon into the Manaphy, but that's just me. And then bench Manaphy, air balloon in it, and flower selecting. Oof. I mean, the Raikou is pretty good, but I think we should save that energy recycler, because I think that's the most important piece of our puzzle. And we have potentially three energy recyclers and 2 Pokemon recyclers in hand. We got 2 ordinary rods and the energy recycler. My opponent here evolved from the Lugia. Let's see if he managed to get 2 Archeops in the discard pile, so that way he can V-Star, get them back, accelerate energies, and you know, but that could work too. So that's already 1. Ooh, and he goes for the pass. I think he has valuable cards in hand, which he does not want to get rid of. We topped that Colress because we didn't have that last turn. And 2 scoop up escape rope. Man, this hand, that Colress is actually pretty cool. I think we should keep the, yeah, 1 more. There it is. Yeah, I think that's what exactly what we needed to do. And then, so we should be taking the first knockout here. Fortunately, Greninja drawing extra 2 cards, which is pretty good. Another energy. If we had one of if we had a Rayquaza, then potentially we can accelerate into the Rayquaza. Put in the metal energy into the Lost Zone, because we have the Raikou in the Lost Zone, so we don't technically need the metal, so we can get rid of it. And yeah, like we said, we have the Ray there, so we can attach that Leaf energy, keep it prepped up for next turn. And now we just take the knockout with the Cramorant. Spit instantly. Another gate, which is super awesome. 4 cards in the Lost Zone. Can't ask for a better turn than that. So now let's see how my opponent responds. Let's see here. Let's see what we do here. I'm looking some stuff here in the YouTube channel before I continue. Alright, never mind. It's all good. Nice and dandy. 221 subscribers. So fast. Thank you guys for the support. Please share this video or any other video that you see here in the channel to one of your friends that love Pokemon. And, you know, subscribe. It's just 1 click away. It's a small step for you, but a big step for me, because, you know, I get that support. And yeah, and like and share and subscribe if you're new to the channel also. I think he attached the capture there, so he's gonna be doing Vstar, getting that only 1 Archeops. Is sad to see only 1 Archeops, but I have been in his shoes because I have Archeops Lugia built, so I know the struggle. And then he's going to be attaching the Turbo energy and the Vgar energy here. He's attaching the Turbo. No, he already attached, I think. He attached the capture, so yeah. There it is. So got corrected then, but he's going to take the threat out of the board, which is the Rayquaza. And let's see how we respond here. You know, now we just have to find ourselves another Ray. which is it's gonna be difficult because we can recycle it back into the deck. But still, we're gonna go ahead and discard. Ooh, there it is. Awesome. Now we just need to put those energies back into the deck and then double gate, and we should be good if we get the cards in the lost zone. That's you know, that's a thing. But I think we're not gonna be doing that play now. We're just going to go for the spit innocently attack. But it's better to poke damage into the dog. Now it's pretty good. He feed us the dog. I think this turn he might have 4 turbos to add into this Stoutland, but with only 1 Archeops, we should be fine. That is Archeops number 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's only going to be 100 damage into this Cramorant. He already attached per turn, so only 100. So we're gonna be taking our 2 prices, so that's kind of cool. My opponent here not taking the ooh, but no, he has another boss, so he's gonna make us regret that play. Very naughty, my opponent, indeed. But you already attached per turn, my friend. It's all good. It's all good. He only has 1 Archeop, so you know you get confused sometimes. Yeah, I think that's it. Don't know what happened there. Don't remember. But we're gonna just promote the Cramorant right now. We are also again back in the struggle bus. We need to draw into occurrence here. Let's see if we do so. We don't. At least we're going to be taking 2 prizes out of this Stoutland. We can also bench the 6 Goonie just to poke damage there. We're going to put the Comfy, Ray, Fighting, and Lightning back into the deck. So that way we can just potentially gauge for next turn. But if my opponent has a 3rd boss's orders, that's gonna be problematic, because if he targets the Greninja, oof, our draw engine will just be corrupted, to be honest. But at this point, he has Lugia on the bench, so he can also, that's his backup attacker. And just spit innocently for 110 more damage, and that should be a total of 220, taking the dub there. And I think we draw out of the prizes 2 energies, which I think is not good. There it is, attachment per turn into the Yveltal, and now he can search for his deck. Thinning is winning, like I said before, and use Archeops to probably accelerate into the into this Yveltal. He can also, if he has another turbo, he can put the turbo there, but no, he goes for 2 Aurora energies. And now for next turn, all he needs is attachment per turn if it is a turbo, and another attacker ready to go. And choice, Thinning is winning again. And ooh, Marnie, that's not good. Do you want to do Marnie? No, he's going to not play the Marnie. Lucky for us. Now let's see what we do here. Lucky for us. Food is ready. Ha ha ha. Green Ninja. Oof, man. Oh, but we have a colors. It's good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, I don't think we had a colorless last turn, so I think we drew into it, which is also pretty good. Wash Energy we do not need, and Heavy Ball we do not need either. And now we are 7 or probably 8 cards in the lost zone, if I'm correct. 7, I think it is. Now we can just gate into this Rayquaza. But before we do, we want to make sure we have a lot of energies in there. You know what I'm saying? Still 2 energies in the discard pile, but that's okay. Gate number 1, lightning and fighting. The leaf there, that was pretty cool. And there we go, number 1, number 2, and second gate, number 1 and number 2. So that way we are hitting for 310 damage into this Rayquaza. Not Rayquaza. Well, we are hitting with the Rayquaza, but to hit damage into the Lugia. So that way we can just poke damage into it. I mean, not poke damage into it. Oof, but at this point, I think I'm certain that my opponent doesn't have another boss, potentially, hopefully, I presume. So we can bench that, and then we can just get ourselves a guru. Ooh, but we need energy per turn also. Primate Wisdom. Ooh, not a card you love to see. Oh, but there it is. We have the switch in the hand, so that's pretty good. And now we're gonna just swing for the knockout. Now, at this point, I think I have my opponent into a checkmate position where I can take the knockout here. He can either knock me out with the Evoltal, or boss the Sableye, knock it out, but then I can just use another gate potentially and attack with the Rayquaza, or get myself a Cramorant and take the knockout. Oof, Thornton, no. So we're not going to take the knockout. There it is, evolution. Like I said, you saw that play. I said that at the beginning of the game. If that Evoltal is there, at prior, like 1 turn already, you can just Thornton and evolve it at the same time. Very awesome combo there from my opponent. Pretty good. Now the question is, how in the hillbilly I'm going to I'm going to be taking my last prize potentially here, because man, yes, I have 1 gate, and that's pretty much it. Well, just debating here whether what do I draw. I think we need that switch card if we want to save the energies. I think. Yeah, just put the Cramorant back in the lost zone, and then just debating here whether or not play the Raihan. I can play the Raihan because I don't have another Rayquaza in the bench, so I think we should go for the Colress, and now we're just stacking. But I think we draw into, oh my god, look at that, the Guru coming in clutch for us. That is spectacular. Energy attachment per turn there. And now we can just energy recycler. Do not use that. You need to use the Raihan, buddy. Do not misplay. Do not misplay. Do I dare? We're going to put all those energies back with the energy recycler. Yeah, I think we should leave only one energy. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But we have one more in over there. We have one. So well, we have another extra lightning. So we should be good. If I'm correct. Just sequencing, yeah, just trying to make sure sequencing this crap here as much as we can, you know, play it correctly. I should have played Raihan at this point. That's what I need to do, Raihan. But I'm like, you have to play You have to like play the cards correctly. If you don't, you can screw up, to be honest. But there we go. But I think we have. I should have not attached. I think now we realize what we have done. But hopefully this Greninja Bale does. It doesn't, so that's kind of a problem. We kind of misplay. We kind of misplay there. I don't think we have used supporter so far, but there it is. Attachment there into with the Raihan, getting the second, the last gate, and then there it is. He's shaking the hand because he know we have it. And this is why Gonzalo was a little bit upset at me, because the sequencing, you have game in hand, but you, instead of playing Raihan, to have that lightning energy in the Rayquaza, so that way you can gate not for a lightning, and still you did some weird stuff. That's probably misplayed 9,000 plus, but that's okay. We took the dub, which is very important. But I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay here, the tabletop game here with the tournament. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and just share with your friends and buddies, because this is a spicy content here. Like, you know, oh my goodness, I should have just played the Raihan, but no, you just have to play different cards on random. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye.